Jai Jagannath. Hello students. In my previous video lecture, we have already discussed the different types of asexual reproduction, just like fission, budding and fragmentation. Now we will discuss about the sporulation and camel formation. What is sporulation? Sporulation is a mode of asexual reproduction in which spores are produced. So spores are the unicellular bodies. They are made up of single cell. They are microscopic, very small in size, and they are haploid, containing half number of chromosomes. And if the locomotory organ flagella is present, then the spores are motile, or if there is no locomotion organ is present, then the spores are non-motile. So in sporulation process, the spores are produced. So spores are unicellular, they are haploid containing n number of chromosomes, they are microscopic, and these bodies germinate to form new individual without fusion. And here they may be motile or non-motile. If the locomotory organ is present, flagella, pilia, fimbriae, then the spores are motile or they are non-motile. And different types of spores are found. Let me write types of spores. Different types of spores are produced. Take some example, just like zoospores, aplanospores, hypnospores, sporangiospores, then hypnospores, sporangiospores, conidia, and chlamydospores. Different types of spores. Now we will discuss about zoospore. Okay, so these are the different types of spores, and today we will discuss first about zoospores. So zoospores are basically haploid, the important thing, and form under favorable condition. Zoospores are formed under favorable condition, when the condition is favorable for the organism. Then they are motile due to presence of flagella. Flagella is present, so they are motile. These are the important things. Zoospores are haploid, they are formed under favorable condition, and they are motile in nature. And zoospores are formed or produced in zoosporangium. The zoosporangium is also haploid. The zoospores are formed in zoosporangium. Which is haploid. Inside the zoosporangium, the haploid nucleus is divided mitotically to form many nuclei. Then each nuclei is surrounded by cytoplasm and metamorphoses into a new zoospore. And after the process is complete, then the wall of the zoosporangium rupture, and the zoospores get liberated from this, swim into water. Let me draw the diagram. Suppose this is the zoosporangium. Inside the zoosporangium, there are many zoospores are present. In first process, the nucleus is haploid of the zoosporangium, and mitosis cell division occurs, by which many nucleus are formed inside the zoosporangium, and each nucleus is surrounded by cytoplasm, then covered by cell wall, and finally many nucleus are formed surrounded by cytoplasm. They metamorphoses into zoospores inside zoosporangium. When the wall of the zoosporangium rupture, they get liberated from the zoosporangiums. Now the zoospores are liberated from the zoosporangium. Here these are the flagella, the locomotory organ, the locomotion organ, by which it swim inside the water. And then these zoospores are attached to a substratum. Suppose this is a surface or substratum. These zoospores withdraw their flagella and attach to the substratum by means of flagellal end. Then the zoospores germinate to a new individual. This is the process. Okay. The examples of zoospores or the examples of organism which reproduce by zoospores are the common algae, just like Eulothrix. The example of organisms: Eulothrix, Chlamydomonas, some lower algae. Also some fungi like Albugo, Phytophthora. These organisms create zoospores in favorable condition. Okay. Our next spore is hypnospore. Our next spore is aplanospore. Here, aplanospore is the modified zoospore. Aplanospore is the modified zoospore, same as zoospore, but the difference is they are formed during unfavorable condition. And another difference is they are non-motile. They lack flagella, so they are non-motile. During unfavorable condition, the zoospore form a thin layer outside to its cell wall, and inside the cell wall, the nucleus is divided mitotically to form different types of aplanospore. After return of favorable condition, the aplanospores are get released from the organism, from the reproductive unit. Okay. So in aplanospores, these are the modified zoospores, same as zoospores, but here these are formed under unfavorable condition and they are non-motile. Okay. And the example of organism which reproduces by aplanospores, same, Eulothrix, Chlamydomonas, they form zoospore in favorable condition and they form aplanospores in unfavorable condition. Okay. So aplanospore. Next, hypnospore. Hypnospore is the modified aplanospore. These are the modified, we can call them modified aplanospore. Why? Because when the condition is more critical for the organism, then another thick layer is formed or produced in the zoosporangium, in the outside of the zoosporangium, and inside the zoosporangium they divide mitotically to form new individual, to form new spores, to form many nuclei. Okay. And after the completion of this process, the aplanospores are get released. Here also about important thing about hypnospores, that they are also non-motile, they lack flagella and they form under unfavorable condition, same as aplanospore, form in unfavorable condition. The example organisms produced by hypnospore is Eulothrix. Okay. So this is hypnospore. Another. So next our spore is sporangiospores. Sporangiospores. Sporangiospores is form under favorable condition. Under favorable condition, but they are non-motile. They are non-motile. They form inside sporangium. Inside sporangium, sporangiospores are produced. Sporangiospores are produced. Okay, the sporangiospores are produced inside sporangium, and inside the sporangium, the nucleus is divided into many nuclei by the process of mitosis. Then here the sporangiospores are produced. These types of spores are basically found in some fungi. And after the sporangiospores are produced, they get released, and they are non-motile. So they are blown by wind. They are carried away by wind. And when fallen into a suitable substratum, they germinate to form a new mycelium. Okay. The examples of sporangiospores, or the example of organism which reproduces by sporangiospores are albugo. This is one type of fungus. Mucor also. Sporangiospores. Then we discuss about conidia. Here mucor and also albugo and rhizopus. Rhizopus is another example of sporangiospores. Another example of organism which reproduced by sporangiospores. Then our next process is next spore, conidia. Conidia are also the spores which are found in some fungi. The cells of the fungi is known as mycelium. The thallus of the fungi is known as mycelium or hyphae. And these conidia are formed in the conidiophores. These conidia are formed in the conidiophores, and these conidia are also formed in favorable condition. Conidia are formed under favorable condition, okay, and they are non-motile. They form in the mycelium as branches like structure known as conidiophores. Suppose this is the mycelium of the hyphae, the mycelium of the fungus. They form branch like structure just like this. These are known as conidiophore, and in the P position of the conidiophore, a chain of conidia are produced. These are also haploid bodies or propagules. When the conidia are mature, they separated from the chain. Each conidia is separated from the chain. Now these conidia get released from the conidiophores and carried away by wind. When fallen on a suitable substratum, germinate to a new mycelium. The examples of organism which reproduces by conidia or conidiophores: Penicillium, Aspergillus. These are the fungus which reproduces by conidia. Next is chlamydospores. Chlamydospores are formed during unfavorable condition. The mycelium contain different cells, many cells, and each of the cell of mycelium get separated, get rounded, and form a thick layer outside its cell. Sufficient food material is stored inside the cell during favorable condition. Each cell of the hypha get metamorphosed or germinate to a new mycelium or hypha. So Chlamydomonas are also non-motile. They form during unfavorable condition. Suppose this is a structure of a mycelium of a fungus. These are the cells. The fungal mycelium is known as, the fungal thallus is known as mycelium. Okay. So these are the cells of the fungus. During unfavorable condition, each cell, suppose this is a cell, each cell detach, they get rounded and form a thick layer around its cell. And under favorable condition, the nucleus is divided mitotically to form different chlamydospores in the process of mitosis, and after they carried by wind to attach to a substratum and germinate to a new thallus or new mycelium. So these are the different process or different types of spores. And now we discuss about gamule formation, which is found in sponges. Next, gamule formation. It is a process which basically found in sponges. As usual, it is also same as body. Some marine sponges and also this gamule formation is found in some freshwater sponges. After the body is formed, actually this is a little similar just like body, but the buds are formed inside the body, inside the sponge. So these buds are known as endogenously, and each bud is known as gamule. Gamule formation found in sponges, freshwater, and also in freshwater sponges and marine water sponges, except cycle. Except cycle and marine water sponges. And here buds are formed endogenously. Buds are formed inside body, inside the sponge. So these buds are known as endogenously. These endogenously formed buds are known as gamule. Important thing. Okay. And the cells, let me draw the diagram. Suppose this is the structure of gamule formation on sponges. Here the buds are formed. These are the endogenously buds, and each cell of the buds is known as, the buds are known as gamule. These buds are formed inside the cell. That's why they are known as endogenously buds or gamules. And each cell of the gamules, each cell of gamule is known as archaeocyte. Is known as archaeocyte. These are archaeocyte. And when they get released, there is a path is found in the gamule known as micropyle. The archaeocytes are get released through the pore of micropyle and form a new column. So gemule formation is found in some marine sponges and also in some freshwater sponges. Here these are inside the gemule. The pods are formed endogenously, known as gemule inside the body of the sponge, known as gemule, and each cell of the gemule is known as archaeocyte. There, after they get mature, they get released through the micropyle and form a new column. Okay. So this is all about asexual reproduction in plants. Thank you.